this to you. Nothing here is free.
Welcome to the Dean Vaughn Music Podcast Show. How's everyone doing tonight? Oh, we have tonight Greye. We're in the waiting room. Welcome to the show, guys. How's it going tonight?
Very good. How about you?
I'm just playing a little bit of your music. I'm really liking this song. I had it for the commercial earlier. I don't know if you guys heard it. Great singing on that. Nice job, Hannah. Anyway, I want to welcome everybody to the Dean Vaughn Music Podcast Show here in Las Vegas, Nevada. We have Greye with us out of Daytona, Florida. And they got together around 2012, and they've been rocking audiences ever since. And we have a all-star crew of musicians with us tonight, and some of the best talent you're ever going to hear right here on the Dean Vaughn Music Podcast Show. So I want to welcome you guys once again to the show. Well, so tell me, how was your day, everyone? Can you give me a little insight? I know some of you have some stress going on, but I can relate to that.
Well, the two of us are recovering from flu A, so it's not been very fun here, but there are worse things, so it's all good.
You know, it's not fun being sick. I'll tell you, I've had the flu many, many times, and it's not fun, especially when you're an entertainer. You want to go out and you want to, put on great shows, but it's just hard to do when you're sick.
It is. It's very difficult.
We got lucky. Everybody was pretty healthy all through Bike Week. We just came out for 10 days of constant playing. So that was good. Everybody was healthy.
Yeah, which is a great...
Bike Week, that just sounds like fun. So Tommy, what, since I got you full screen here, you're full screen right now. Tell me about your, when you got started in music, and then when you got this band started, and who are the founding members of Greye?
Founding members are right in front of you. Hannah,
Okay.
Greye, and Kenny, who's not here tonight, unfortunately. But I got started in music when I was a kid, at 13. Like everybody else, I wanted to air jam, and got the stick out and everything. And we were just, totally into it. Finally convinced my father it took about a year to get a bass. It was always bass for some reason. I think because the amps were huge.
Right.
I'd walk in a music store and see these huge 8x10 cabinets and like, that's what I want. And of course, it's exactly what Ray doesn't want me to have now is an 8x10 cabinet because he has to carry it all the time.
Oh my God. Yeah.
But I always wanted to play bass, Dean.
Well, when you were in high school, did you play bass in school? I mean, when did you play other instruments? Did you play anything else?
The operative word when I was in high school, yes.
I visited once in a while too. I was usually playing other high schools. I was in other bands when I was in high school.
Yeah.
So I you know how that goes.
Absolutely. Yes. I played all through high school. Pretty much feels like my whole life now.
Well, music, if you're a true musician, true and blue, music becomes your life, right? Yeah. And even as we get older, we still find ourselves recording, playing music, jamming with friends, whatever. But to do it on a professional level and be out touring live it can be difficult. It's especially the older you get, and then you got a family. Let's say you got kids. Now we got things going on in our lives, and we got to hit the road and go on tour. So it's not as easy as it was when we were in our teens or our 20s and maybe early 30s.
Yeah, brother.
I think you guys would concur on that. I mean, it just becomes a little bit more, but it's a passion. So it makes you feel good. You get out, you get on stage. There's no bigger rush. Am I right? There's no bigger rush.
Yeah.
It just feels so good. I'm going to move up here to Hannah, and I've got Hannah, and you are next to who? Who's that good looking guy next to you?
It's Jett Wolfe, our guitar player and background singer.
Okay, so we got Jett, not Jeff. Don't say Jeff. It's Jett Wolfe on guitar, and we got Hannah. Hannah is the lead singer, and she is incredible. And I'm gonna play some music videos here early on in the night, so you guys can get a quick view of the band. But Hannah, tell me a little story about how you met these guys, how the band got started, and just go ahead.
Well, I met these guys my sophomore year of high school. So I was 15, 16. And I was in a guitar class that they only offered for 1 year. It was like my third or fourth choice elective, and I got slotted into it because everything else that I wanted was full.
Right.
And I met Jett in that guitar class, and basically I just bothered you until we were forced to work on a project together. But the first project we ever did for that class ended up being our first song for Greye. It turned into Greye. Literally, the name of the song was Greye. And we performed it at the Battle of the Bands at the school that year, and only came in second place, but that was okay because when Ray Grimard was in the audience, and he invited us to his studio shortly after the competition, and everything kind of took off from there. So.
And you came up with the name Greye. I was reading part of your bio. It says there's a new era of Southern rock in town, and that isn't black or white, it's gray. Now, who's thought of that name, Greye, and why? And why?
That was a Jett Wolfe-ism.
It was,
Mr. Jett Wolfe, you're a guitar player, right, Jett?
Yes, I am. Yeah,
Okay.
that and the background vocals with Tommy and Kenny. Yeah. Yeah, so like Hannah said, we met in that guitar class, and really what happened is she had a musical background and I had a musical background prior to that class. And one of the the big assignments for that class was to write a song. And and most people were going to put like a simple little chord progression, like 30 seconds worth, like here's an E chord, here's an A chord, here's a B chord, here's an E chord. And then everybody gets their A and then they go on. But I thought, wouldn't it be cool if we like completely constructed like a real, like a proper song, like a 3.5-minute song.
Yeah.
With the actual verse part, not just playing for the grade, but come out with something really cool. And so we came up with that original song. And then it just was a feeling. I said, it sounds like the color gray. And we just named it Greye.
Well, I like that. It's kind of in between the lines, right?
Yeah.
You can't really define it, but it's gray. And and it's great. Now you said you have an album. You have quite a few. I was on your Spotify account. You're getting quite a few views. Say that 3 times. You're getting you're getting a lot of activity on Spotify. You guys are doing really well on the internet, and I see that you guys are playing a lot of gigs. You do a lot of live shows.
Mm-hmm.
Which is important in this, this day and age. We got to be out playing live because it's hard to make money just selling songs, right? People are downloading your stuff. We're not going to make a living doing that. So we got to sell our merchandise, get our albums out there, play out live, and be active, right? And I think even the big ones, the big acts coming out here to Vegas would, we got everybody's coming out now. We got even Motley Crue coming back together, and we got anyway, I could go on and on, but everyone's kind of coming back out to play live to make some money, I mean, because album sales died, as we all know, and then we're coming back around to trying to make a living, if we can, just playing music, which is extremely difficult, as you know. Mm-hmm. But tell me how the live shows are going, Jett and Hannah, when you guys are, and tell me also, do you have anything coming up soon so people can look out for you?
Well, I have to say, I always feel so bad, giving us compliments, but I feel like the live shows have been going really well recently. It's the most inspired that I've felt in a very long time.
Oh, good.
Especially coming off the back of Bike Week, which is like one of the biggest bike events in the country. We just had here a couple of weeks ago in Florida. And we played a full week of, I think, like 8 shows. It was a very arduous week, but so much fun, and just getting to be around so many talented people in one condensed space is always so re-energizing. It's so great. So that was great for the live show. It's reinvigorating. Our live shows are super high energy. It's difficult to find a dull moment in them. And we have some fun stuff coming up too, some opening stuff later on this year, hopefully, just here around Florida, and then hopefully making our way out a couple of times as well.
Now, do you guys pretty much play local a lot? Do you travel abroad? Do you get out of the state and
It's
nation?
little of both. Little of
Little
both.
both, okay.
We have a big old tour bus and we pack ourselves into it, and we'll pretty much go wherever the music takes us. So
I saw that you guys got a tour bus. What's that all about? That's pretty cool, actually. Not many bands can say I got my own tour bus. But I put it on the screen. I don't know if you guys can see it.
yeah.
It's pretty cool. Did you guys, it looks like you had like a little GoFundMe thing going on. People could donate or something
I know at one point we did. I'm not
like people could donate towards the bus. Was that you guys?
No.
I don't think
it might have been someone else. Okay.
Yeah, not bus related. It was something COVID related a long time ago, but yeah, that's over. Yeah.
Gotcha. That was a while back.
Yeah.
But that is pretty cool. And it says Greye on the side. Do you guys are you guys, that's bitching. That really is cool. I always wanted a bus, you know.
Careful what you wish for.
Yeah. Brady's gonna fix it all the time.
Brady's gonna fix it. Oh my God.
Jett and I have done a lot of work. This is our second bus, actually.
That is really cool. And I guess if you're going to travel, either have a motorhome or a fifth wheel, or a bus is even better.
Yeah.
But I can imagine the maintenance and the upkeep has got to be kind of costly.
Yeah, it can be, certainly. Well, but you know, if you are getting 4 or 5 hotel rooms, then
True.
Then it doesn't ever make sense to go play.
You know, you're absolutely right. If you're playing a lot, it really is cost effective. No, you're absolutely right.
We spent a lot of nights in Walmart parking lots through the years.
Now, Ray, I want to get to you over there. Tell me a little story about yourself. When did you get started playing, and how early? And when did you meet these fantastic band members?
Well, I've played up my whole life. I'm significantly older than these guys. Tommy and I are about the same age, but
I could never tell.
They were at, like Hannah said, they were in this guitar class in school, and I was a high school teacher. Hannah was actually in my class. I was a construction teacher. I was a wood shop teacher, and I saw these guys. I had a studio, and I was mixing one night, and I went down. I said, you know what? I don't want to work on this project. I'm going to go. Some kids in my class had asked me, the original bass player, say, hey, can you come down and see the Battle of Bands? I'm like, no, dude, there's never any good there's no talent here. I'm not going to come down. And I said, you know what? I'll go down. Honest to God, that's the truth. And I went down there and I saw these guys, and I thought, wow, they were so good. And I thought, this is cool. So I asked Hannah the next day, I said, why don't you guys see if you want to, if you ever want to come to the studio and play with a drummer? Because they didn't have a drummer back then. It was just 2 acoustic guitar players. And then the rest is history. 1,000 shows later, you know, that's what it's been. And it's been the original lineup. And the only one that's been different is Tommy. And Tommy's been with us now a couple of years. So for all the shows we've played, it's been at least us 3 have played every show.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Kenny Williams, keyboard player.
Yeah.
Is he here tonight? Where's he?
Oh, Kenny's playing tonight.
He's playing. So he plays in other bands.
He plays, and he's been in a house band for ever.
That's awesome.
So he plays in a reggae band.
Well, hi, Kenny, if you're watching or you're playing this, someday you'll get to watch the show, even after tonight. So we're thinking about you. And then we have over here, we have Tommy. Now, did I start with you, Tom, or did I get your background a little bit?
Yeah, no, you started with me.
Gosh, my memory.
You're back to me.
I turned 60 and my memory went south.
I joined the club, dude.
Do you guys mind if I play one of your videos?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a couple that I liked, but I know you have more. I had Down, Not Out, and then I had Lucky. And I have a studio version and a live version I put on my labels. Let me check it out real quick. Hold on. Let me cue it up, guys.
Mm-hmm.
It was really cool. I want the audience to hear it and see it and crank. Hold on a sec. We don't want to play it yet. I want people to see it. Who wants to preface this video? Tell me what went into it, when it was recorded, and is this the original lineup in the video we're about to watch?
Good. Yeah.
this is the Lucky music video, yes?
Yeah, Lucky Greye official music video.
Got you. Okay. Well, this one actually is just me in it, because if I remember correctly, Ray, correct me if I'm wrong, because my memory is also horrible. I think we shot this during COVID time. So it was,
I think it was right before it.
Yeah, like around 19.
Because wasn't it just Karen and I that went?
You went up to North Carolina.
Okay. Karen is our manager. Hi, Karen, if you're watching.
Hi, Karen.
Yeah, well.
But we went up to North Carolina and shot this in a really cool place called Grievous Gallery. It's not open anymore, but it was kind of like a rage room. I don't know if you guys have those out there in Vegas, but basically
oh, we got everything here in Vegas. You can guarantee it.
It's basically like a big warehousey space with a bunch of different kind of sets. But you could go and like scream and break stuff and throw glass and
yeah. I know what you're talking about. You can smash computers.
Yeah. But it had all these different sets. So we went and shot the video in this place with our good buddy Brett Bortle, who's done so much stuff, probably every Ford commercial that you've ever seen. He's
nice.
And a bunch of other stuff. Super cool guy. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was freezing cold, and it was just a freaking blast. He basically we played the song a bunch of times, and he told me to go nuts, and yelled at me when I wasn't going nuts enough. But it was a lot of fun.
Let's tune into this video where you are going nuts on stage. And I'll tell you, you guys really look nice on this. But the song is just amazing. So let me get to it. Without further ado, let's share it.
Do you know how long I've been waiting? Can't you tell by the look in my eye? As you shoot down the dove you've been chasing, did you think I'd fall out of the sky? For you, for you, for you.
job on that, Hannah. Great singing.
Thank you.
Yeah. When was that recorded? That video?
Ooh, I think Ray said 2019-ish. That sounds about right. 2019, 2020.
You've been playing music a long time. I don't know how old you are, but you look young. You guys all look young. Everyone looks young when you get old. You know, it's funny.
They do, that's for sure.
You know, what the hell's going on, man? You know, I hate getting old. I like getting old, but I don't like getting old. I want to go back but I don't want to go back and be in trouble again. So I'm just going to stay right where I'm at. And, you know, I'm a musician as well, guys. I don't know if you know who I am. I was the lead singer for Danger. And I sang with everybody, Van Halen, Guns N' Roses, Poison opened up for me back in, God, it must have been mid 80s when they first came out here. Yeah, I was the lead singer for Danger.
Yeah.
And I don't want to talk about myself, but that's, you know, I'm just kind of placing myself back in the 80s. My first record was 79, and I did 2 more records, and I played with a lot of shows, a lot of gigs. So I know what it's like. I'm recording now. I'm trying to, you know, reinvent myself again, do my own songs. I lack, like you guys, you know, grabbing a guitar player and going, hey, man, can you lay me a part down, you know?
Right.
Anyway, enough about me. So
That's great, dude. Good to hear about you, man. You got Hannah buddies with us now.
He was being bad. I had to get him. I'm sorry.
You talking about Jett or the dog?
Well, yeah.
Jett's always being bad. That's Jett's job.
Tommy, we're all being bad. I see you got some guitars back there. Now,
I do. I got a couple of Strats back here.
This is my Ibanez.
Excellent. A beautiful color. I love it.
Nice.
This is my studio guitar, and I have a 12-string Ovation sitting over there. But these are I only own like 3 guitars. And I know, you know, when I talk to guitar players like yourself, they're like, yeah, I got 15. I got 10 in the closet, 5 in the car.
And Jett's got about 40 of them, yeah. Jett's got them in every drawer in the kitchen.
Oops, and I'm still looking at eBay. I'm still looking at
Jett, you're never going to stop buying guitars.
Right. Yeah, I blame Ray.
I blame Ray.
Yeah, because he said, I was like, I want this. He's like, you can have it all eventually. So I'm like, oh, so that means I should just buy them all now.
I'm trying to put some on Ray's bill. That's not working out.
That's funny. Now, how many albums do you guys have out? I had this all written down, but I can't find my notes. So how many albums do you have out? And what are you pushing out right now?
We have 7. And the one we are pushing right now is also called 7, Roman numeral 7, because it's the 7th one.
I see that. It says our 7th album is number 7.
Yes.
Roman numerals. And you could probably find that out on Spotify, everyone, if you go out there and look for it. They have a lot of music, I could tell you that. And I started writing it down. I had all my notes perfectly arranged, and I can't find them. So I have my initial bio, which I normally have, you know, my bullet points, but I'm just going to leave that up to you guys. But, you know, the main thing is that I want people to hear your music, which I have some songs kind of queued up a little bit. I have a song called Famous Last Words.
Yeah.
I have Hold My Own.
Yeah.
Losing My Mind.
All good ones, Dean. Keep them coming.
And Down Not Out, which I think we just heard.
Yep.
And that was the audio version. That was lucky. I didn't play Down Not Out yet.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Do you guys want to hear that video before the audience leaves us and play it soon?
Sure.
So I like to get it in early, guys, because I'll tell you, you know, and do you have some loyal fans, I'm guessing? I have some loyal fans that'll be with us through the entire show. And some people, and then the people that don't know us and they just want to take a peek, they love to hear the music and they love to watch the videos.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get to this other video, Down, Not Out. And I have studio and live. So let me cue it up because I did play Lucky already. Let me look at it. Let me get rid of the commercials real quick.
Do it. I'm getting scared, Hannah. Jett's staring at these guitars in the back. I know what he's up to. He's like, that's what I know it.
He's plotting. He's gonna.
Olympic.
In
Is
fact,
that
he's
Olympic white.
It's like pornography for you.
Oh,
Is that Olympic white? Are all those Olympic
Yes,
white?
I knew it.
one day I'm not even gonna be able to live in this house. You'll just be like, well, we had too many guitars. We had to get rid of it.
That's it, man.
Are you guys a couple? I'm guessing.
Don't tell anyone.
Married with children or without?
Yes, lots of children.
Yeah, right there. Yeah.
Ah, fur babies. Okay.
That's right.
You know, most of my friends and we all have dogs and cats and what have you. I got a boxer. He's in the next room.
Yeah.
And I love animals, man. And most musicians do love animals. That ought to tell you something.
They go together like peanut butter and freaking jelly. Oh,
They-
Jeff's getting some more
My
babies.
baby.
They do. So let me get to this video so the audience can see a little bit more of your live performance on stage. You look great, by the way, Hannah, on this next. Oh, there they are. The fur babies are in town. Anybody out there who loves dogs, they're gonna cheer us on real quick. So let me play this video while we're cuddling the dogs. And here we go.
Well, I hate to break this to you, nothing here is free. Everything we do, we earn, everyone plays for keeps. I don't like to bear bad news or shoot the messenger. Hard to see the path ahead with face stuck in the dirt. I'll pray around your bed, lead you from this life to the next, but I can't get myself out of this town. Well, I'm not done playing yet. Go ahead and place your bets. I may be down, but I'm not out. I'm not out. You don't want to make me bitter with your best advice. Stepping closer with the pin and twisting in the knife. I don't like being cornered here or feeling like I'm stuck. Trust me when I win this, it won't be beginner's luck. I'll pray around your bed, lead you from this life to the next, but I can't get myself out of this town. Well, I'm not done playing yet. Go ahead and place your bets. I may be down, but I'm not out. I'm not out.
Here we go.
Well, I hate to break this to you, though I've had my doubts. I may be down, but I'm not out. I'll pray around your bed, lead you from this life to the next, but I can't get myself out of this town. Well, I'm not done playing yet. Go ahead and place your bets. I may be down, but I'm not. I'll pray around your bed, lead you from this life to the next, but I can't get myself out of this town. Well, I'm not done playing yet. Go ahead and place your bets. I may be down, but I'm not out. I'm not out. I'm not out.
Very nice, very nice. Wow. I'm not out. What a great song. Very, very powerful song.
Thank
Oh,
you.
Mowgli's on the show now, huh?
He had to
He's a
be.
good boy.
Sorry
think
about that. I had to go deal with a medical emergency, but that's
Oh,
okay.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Everything okay?
Yep, everything's good. I made it just in time.
Good. And if you have to leave, you'll have to leave, right? You got to take care of business.
No problem.
But I wanted people to hear your songs tonight, and I have some good ones in front of me. They only send me the best. Now tell me, these songs I'm about to play in the background, I'm just going to let you guess which one it is, okay? And we'll see which one. It's like that game show. Can you guess that tune? Famous last words. I'm just going to play a song.
Time has come for dying breaths to get off your chest. Everyone's coming clean. Well, I guess I must confess I was not prepared to get a chance to speak. No, no, no. Well, life is short, do unto others. Between the lines you might discover your life. So say something wise, something inspired, like nothing they've heard. You can't hide, 'cause when it comes time, they're gonna ask you for your famous last words. Words. Day is here for final looks in history books for everyone to see. The words they rattle in my throat and burn like smoke. I'm choking on my dreams. Well, life is short, do unto others. Between the lines you might discover your life. So say something wise, something inspired, like nothing they've heard. You can't hide, 'cause when it comes time, they're gonna ask you for your famous last words. Words. Famous last words. Famous last words. Famous last words. Famous last words. Your life. So say something wise, something inspired, like nothing they've heard. You can't hide, 'cause when it comes time, they're gonna ask you for your famous. There's something wise, something inspired, like nothing they've heard. You can't hide, 'cause when it comes time, they're gonna ask you for your famous last, famous last, famous last
Have you guys ever been compared to anybody at all? I mean, if you had to, who would you compare yourself to? Because that music is
Ourselves.
so original. I can't put my finger on it, which is a good thing, right? But who do you think? I mean, I heard you doing some heart in a video earlier.
Yes,
You're doing a little Ann Wilson. And poor Ann. I don't know if you've seen her lately.
Yeah.
She's doing really bad. She's in a wheelchair, but
Ooh.
she's still singing, but she's in a wheelchair out there on this.
Oh,
on
that's,
this.
I didn't know that. We
So-
got to see
It
them.
cost
Like,
her arm, Dean, that she couldn't, she broke her arm or something. She couldn't lean on it to stand when she was standing. So
Oh,
oh my God, bless
Well,
her
I knew
heart.
that she had lost a lot of weight too, so I thought she was doing
she
good.
did. She did look like she lost weight,
I think
but
she had cancer. She just
Oh.
sold her house. She just sold her house in Palatka. She was living in Palatka.
Okay. Okay.
And now,
I haven't been following her, but when I saw that video, I went, what the hell's going on? Nancy's running all over the stage like she always does.
right.
And she's really covering the entire stage because Ann can't really do much.
Oh,
But her voice was still there, a little short breath, but her voice was still there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she's still trying, man. She's still trying. That's true professionalism and to the heart and until the day you die. I always say a true musician will play till the day he or she dies.
yeah.
And that's literally what we're going to do. I'm going to do it. I know you guys.
Mhm.
Curse.
I mean, I'll be laying in my bed going, I'm going to sing one more song. And I wrote a song called Crazy Like Me. If you get a chance, give it a listen. I play the 12-string ovation on it, and it's Crazy Like Me. And it's my one of my ballads I wrote. And it's about two people or meeting someone. Is it a one-way street, or am I the only one that's that fucking crazy? And I guess it's about relationships, or just, some people feel like they're so unique, that nobody's going to like me. I'm an asshole, or I'm this, or I'm that. And it's funny because we all have our circle, right? People love us, man. It's just, everybody has, that's what makes us different, right? And I just played a Alice Cooper track on my last podcast show, and he's talking about creativity. And if you get a chance, listen to it. It's Alice Cooper. Just Google it, Alice Cooper creativity. And he's talking to the younger generation, the young kids that are growing up, and they're thinking about playing music. And a lot of kids will lock themselves away in a bedroom, and they just will never come out. But they're phenomenal, musicians, right? But they're like, no, I can't come out there. Nobody wants to see me. Yeah, they do. And so that's kind of his message. And he has a youth camp. It's called like a youth camp, 12 to 20 or something like that. And he teaches these kids to be, your creativity. There's a meaning behind it. You need to come out and join the rest of us and get on stage and play your music. And the kid that I was interviewing, Conrad Varela, who looks just like Wolfgang. He looks just like Wolfgang, and he plays guitar like Wolfgang. He's just amazing, and he is kind of a spokesman for Alice Cooper. And that's why I played the video, because he won the contest. There's a big contest, and this little
Nice.
short kid, man, he's like 16 years old, and he's running around on stage, and he's playing like it sounded like Stevie Ray Vaughan mixed with Stevie Vai and Eddie Van Halen all in one. It was crazy. And he's just wailing on this guitar. And the band was Escape the Hive. If you saw my last video on my podcast show, it's a really good one. And they were veterans, kind of like us. They've been around the block a few times. They've done a lot of shows. And in fact, I think Conrad's going to get Alice Cooper on my show here pretty soon. So I'm hoping I'm kind of hoping, let's cross our fingers, because I really want to. He's such a creative guy. He's a guy that he's a storyteller. He's very smart.
Yeah.
He's very talented. But I want to get back to what's going on with you guys now. What's the best way that people can get your music? Of course, we know they can listen to it on Spotify. How do you want, and I want people to support you. Where do they go to support you? If it's a website, or they buy your album, or you have a merch store somewhere, give me a place where people can go to get, and it benefits you guys. Who wants to take it?
The most central location is definitely the website, and it's super easy. It's just greymusic.com. Of course, Grey is spelled kind of funky, so it's GREYE music.com. That'll get you, all the show dates are up there. All of our music is up there for free streaming, but you can also purchase it if you want to support the band. Basically, everything you could want is there. All the links to all our social media, all our videos, a crap ton of photos. Our manager does a great job with it. So that's sort of the hub of all things Grey Music.
Greymusic.com. So that's a good one, because it's the name of your band, and it's Grey. Mine is Dean Vaughn Music, and I think that's the best. People don't have to figure out, is it official? Right. Is it the band official, or is there a dash between it? So it's greymusic.com, and go check out. And I'm glad I have a website, and I think every band should have a place that everyone can go.
Right.
And they don't have to go here, and they don't have to go here. Everything is going to be here, and then they can click a link and then go out and do whatever they want to do. But the website for me is kind of the home base. And then you have your socials. Now, you guys have a lot of music out. If you look for Greye, Greye, if you look for Greye, make sure you Google it right. And they have a ton of music. We could be here all night tonight, but we're not going to do that tonight. But they have a ton of music, ton of videos. There was another one. I don't know why I didn't grab it. Of you, Hannah, you're wearing hold on. Are all your videos on the website as well?
They should be, I think so.
Okay. GreyMusic.com. There was a video I'm looking for, and you probably know which one. There you go. You guys look great. I love the black. I love the black and white. Yeah, you guys look awesome. That's a great shot. I don't know why did I get that shot tonight? I think I did. Anyway, the new era of Southern rock. Now, do you guys categorize yourselves as Southern rock, or is there another genre you'd like to be included in?
I think it's really just rock, but we're in the South, so people
Okay.
Southern rock.
No, I got you. But you really do have your voice does have a little bit of that Southern twang, but you also have that grit, that screaming grit, man, that perfect vibrato, and your tone is perfect. And if I have to say anything about a vocalist, you're dead on with your tone. Because I was listening to you.
You got to come into your live game. She's badass.
She is fucking badass. Let me tell you.
She's really badass live. Yeah.
And I don't,
come on out and see us.
I will come out and see you guys. Absolutely.
Bring us out to Vegas. We'll go.
Yeah, no kidding.
Well, you guys would really do good in Vegas. You guys would really knock it out of the park in Vegas.
We got a friend of ours, Reed Foley. He plays out there all the time. We would love to play Vegas.
Yeah, you guys could easily, if you promoted yourself right and presented to the right people out here, you could get a residency at just about any club. MGM Grand, any hotel in Las Vegas, you guys could be a residency, make a lot of money. I don't know if you know that. They make a lot of money.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Oh, there it is. Okay. It took a while to refresh. It was actually Lucky, the one I played earlier. Is there a video that you guys like me to play? Since I played Lucky and I played Down Not Out, I like this video. I'd play it again, but is there another video you might want to play? I'll list them for you. So Far, So Good, official video. You have the Lucky one where her hair's just going crazy. It's up like she's blowing up.
I Don't Mind should be up there too, right?
Yeah, I think that video, I love that video.
Shot in the same room as Lucky, only with the whole band.
Yeah.
I Don't Mind. You guys mind if I play that one?
Yeah, absolutely.
We don't mind.
I don't mind.
Do you guys mind if I play I Don't Mind?
We don't mind.
You guys are funny. Let me get rid of the commercials. YouTube has to make some money, so not like they need it.
Right.
I'm gonna play I Don't Mind by Greye, and turn up your stereos, everybody at home, and crank the shit out of this one. And I'm gonna play it for you right now. Here we go. Buckle up.
Swirls around like flies inside a paper cup, begging me to pour them out. The uniform is casual but natural for times like these, when please and thank you only make you long for what used to be. I don't mind the desperate times call for different measures. Why deny yourself the chance at all life's greatest pleasures? But every time you try to let me in on what you know, I don't speak your language, it's comunicado desperado.
and the video was really cool. And I do want to play another video now. You guys had a few up on your up on the radar. I had your website open. Is there now let's play another song. Losing My Mind, and we have Hold My Own.
Yeah.
Out of those two, which one should I play?
I'm partial to Losing My Mind.
And I like
Is it Losing My Mind? I love that. Hey, tell me a little bit about, okay, what gigs are coming up for you guys? People want to come see you play. Do you have anything lined up for the next couple months?
Yeah, we're in Panama City. I know next month at a bike rally, and then we're in Myrtle Beach at another bike rally. Can't speak. And then I think we have some dates and some stuff in Florida, in Tampa, coming up. I know that. I think that's what we. And you guys know of any other ones?
I know we're doing I believe that we'll be at the Brass Mug in Sanford at some point in the coming months.
That's in Tampa.
Well, that I don't know anything.
We're gonna go to the one in Tampa.
No, it's in Sanford.
Go to the one in Sanford. We're going to the one in Tampa.
Well,
Do you guys, okay, so you guys have gigs coming up, and people can find the gigs on your website?
Yes.
Always.
It's not currently updated, but it will be very shortly.
Okay, so everybody go to Greye Music, Greye. That's what I'm doing right now. Music, because I lost it. I'm losing it tonight. I just had one of those days. I was fixing you. I'm losing it. And you had some more videos. And since I didn't get to play that last one, I want to do another video. There was one.
Is Underdog up there?
Show me. First of all, did I announce call-ins tonight? Just in case people didn't get the phone number. Let me do that before I play a video. I want people to know the number to call in tonight. So let me call up that screen. It's behind me. Hold on.
Sounds good.
There it is. And they can win the free coffee mug or tea mug. If you look behind me, everybody, if you look behind me, let's see if I'm full screen. I don't know if I'm full screen or not. Can you guys see me?
Yeah.
Okay, so behind me, this is called Talk to the Band segment, Talk to the Band hour, whatever you want to call it. And I have a phone number for the United States, but there are more numbers for all the countries. But I'm going to give everyone that's listening and not watching, I'm going to give them the phone number. Country code is 1-669-444-9171. That is 669-444-9171. And the secret meeting ID code is 702-927-2226. 702-927-2226. And you'll need that code to get in. If you call in, they'll say, what's your meeting ID? And you'll give them that. And the first caller in wins that beautiful 11-ounce anodized, whatever you want to call it, ceramic coffee mug with Hannah's beautiful face on the front cover and the other gorgeous guys in the back. A great looking photo of the band. And I tried to find the best ones for you guys tonight.
Oh.
But that's the one, that's the picture on the coffee mug that you're going to see tomorrow night on iHeartRadio, Spotify, Pandora, and all 50 podcast streaming sites around the world. And you'll be in 105 countries after I publish that tomorrow night.
Very
Nice.
So tonight we're just kind of screwing around. We're doing like the live thing because I like to get the live interaction. I want the calls to come in. I get to talk to you guys live, and hopefully somebody calls in and says, hey man, I saw your show last week, whatever. The call-ins are fun. They can be a lot of fun, but it's a Thursday night. I know people are, they work all day and they're tired and they go to bed and whatever. And a lot of people listen. I found out that a lot of people listen to the show and don't watch it. They're driving down the road. They just, hey Siri or whatever, hey, play the Dean Vaughn Music Podcast show. And I did it the other night, and I'm like, man, I sound pretty good without watching myself. I was actually impressed. I'm like, I could listen to this, and I don't normally listen to myself, but I'm like, okay, I could listen to this. And because, if you ask the right questions, you got a great band in front of you, and you play great music and great videos, people want to know the story behind the musician. Not so much the band, but behind the musician. And that's why I always talk to each one of you to find out, where'd you come from? What did you do before you got in this band? And some band, like your keyboard player, he's out playing another gig tonight, which I find is cool. I'm going to go back to the guitarist, Jett Wolfe. And I have a lot of musicians who watch the show, Jett. And, a lot of guys will ask me, wonder what kind of guitar that guy plays. So I'm going to kind of grill you. What kind of guitars do you play, and what's your favorite?
So recently, I've discovered that I really like Yamahas, and all of Bike Week. So like the last 10 shows that I played, I went to our local guitar store called Total Entertainment, and I picked up a Yamaha Revstar, an RSS off the wall that I've watched it sit there for a while, and I picked it up, and I was looking for something that it would work for the band.
Right.
For this band, the guitar needs to be thick. It needs a humbucker. Like I
haven't heard that name in a long time. Humbucker.
Yeah.
That used to be the shit back in the 80s, right? It's been around a long time. Yeah.
Yeah. And traditionally I've got 2 Les Pauls that I would normally play, but I watch a lot of guitar musician stuff on YouTube all the time. One guitar player I watch a lot is Chris Bucks, and he plays in a band called Cardinal Black.
Okay.
And he plays Yamahas, and he plays an RSP with P90s, and it made me really start to think, he's incredible. Maybe he knows something about these guitars I don't. So I went to the store and I did play one, and it was a really good price, and I picked it up, and I'm totally in love.
I like it.
And the whole band agreed that, hey, these are the best sounding guitars you have. And we've got around about 20. And I really, really like those. And I from here on out, I'm a Yamaha player.
Yeah, me too.
And I love the Les Pauls, and I've got a little bit of everything. I love Harley Benton. I've got Harley Benton Fusion. That's just incredible. But right now,
but you like the Yamaha now, and I don't get that a lot, but I've been interviewing a lot of young musicians, and they're all glued to the heavy metal axes, right? The Jacksons and the Ibanez that I got hanging up here. But I don't get a lot of Yamaha. I got all Yamaha gear behind me here. I got 2 Yamaha keyboards. I got a Yamaha bass guitar.
Yep.
That's what I use in my studio. You can't go wrong, but they are heavier. They are thicker. They're made very well, and their sound is very rich. Very rich. It's not twangy. It's not thin. But, I know everybody has their preference. That's why I was picking on you for that one.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's what I've noticed with these guitars in general, these Yamaha Revstars, is they're articulated. They're defined.
Okay.
Once I pull my hand away, there's no resonance. There's no ambient noise. As soon as it lets me articulate what I'm trying to articulate,
So you have more control, it sounds like, over the sound you're getting.
Yeah. And I love them. I've seen videos, people are wondering, why does nobody play Yamaha really? Because Yamaha, the Japanese are just such craftsmen, especially when it comes to music stuff, musician gear. Like you said, our band PA is all Yamaha.
That was my very first. I had a split 16-channel, 300-watt Yamaha mixer. I think it was 16 channels. And that was back in 1979.
Yeah,
I got my sound man. He walks in. He wanted to be a roadie. I found him laying on the beach smoking a doob. And I go, hey man, I need some help with a gig that's coming up. And he walks in my studio and goes, what's that? I go, that's a mixing console. He goes, I want to learn how to use that. And he went back to his parents, and they sent him to school to become a sound engineer. And when I tell you where he ended up, you're not going to believe it. He's now the guy that has the second layer sound at the Super Bowl, sends the sound out, and he does the Pope, and he has clearance. He has clearance at the White House.
Nice.
He was serious when he saw that 16-channel Yamaha. It had the split stereo amp on it, right?
Yeah.
I think it was 300 or 150. And he looked at that board. He just wanted to He goes, I don't want to be a roadie. I want to be your engineer.
That's cool.
And I dragged that guy through Hollywood. You wouldn't believe it. I went into the Roxy one night. He went up to the sound booth at, I think it was the Roxy or Gazzari's, I can't remember, in Hollywood. And the guy, you know how they have tape on the board?
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know what he did when he walked in? He tore the fucking tape off the board. I'm not kidding. And that sound man about freaked out because he
Yeah.
had everything written down.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And when he was done doing the sound check at I think it was Gazzari's, the sound guy goes, thanks. He had the best sound he ever had in that club, man. And I don't think those buttons ever changed. I don't think anything ever changed.
You're going back a bit with Gazzari's, Dean. Nice.
Dude, I was the house band for 11 years.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man.
Me and Bill Gazzari and me we would sit in the back room and just party.
Yeah,
And he liked me, you know, not that way, but he liked me. He goes, yeah, I got all foxy guys. I got all foxy guys, you know.
Did a great voice, didn't he?
Bill goes, da, 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 da. And he was and he goes, Dean, I really like you, man. I mean, he liked me because I partied with him all the time. And I'd send the band home and I'd still be there at 2:00 in the morning. But Bill, then he died, you know, but he always told me he wanted to get rid of Gazzari's a long time ago. He goes, I want to sell the place. I don't want it anymore. I want to give it to my partner. He wants to turn it into a restaurant. And I told him, Bill, don't sell it. You are responsible for introducing brand new musicians like Van Halen and a lot of the big players too. And, you know, made them big, right? The Doors, for God's sake, played Gazzari's.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm sorry I got off on a tangent there. But
that's great, man. Don't worry.
but that's what I did. I played a lot of gigs. And my favorite place to play in Hollywood would probably been Roxy and even the Troubadour, but the Roxy was my favorite.
Yeah. Yeah, been all over there too, Dean. Roxy,
Troubadour. right.
Teaser.
You guys played down there as Greye?
Coconut. No, we didn't, but Coconut Teaser and stuff.
Yeah, Coconut Teaser.
When it was around,
Yeah, Troubadour. You had Westwood. What's not Westwood? What was it called? The one that got busted. Starwood.
No, Starwood, yeah.
And Motley Crue played there, and they turned into a big fight. I don't know if you remember that. It was a big fight. It was one of their first gigs, and everybody booed them. And my friend Tom. Me and Tom went to school together. Me and Tommy Lee.
Right.
Yeah, and me and Tom went to Royal Oak High, and we were both our seniors, and we both got kicked out on the same day. And you know, he used to come to see me play, and I'd come see him play. And I used to go across the street because that's where his drums were, and I'd watch him rehearse it at lunchtime. And so me and Tom were the only rockers at Royal Oak. And then Vince came, and that's how Tom met Vince.
Yeah.
Vince was only there for like 6 months, and then he left. But he was like a wannabe. We called him the wannabe rocker. He'd come in. And he had a skateboard, long brown hair, and Tom goes, who the fuck is that guy? I don't know, just some fucking wannabe.
Nice.
Oh, people want to call in, guys. I just got a notification. Let me, hold on.
Probably Mama Hannah.
It's probably Hannah's mother or something.
Probably want to
Mama.
Yeah, you guys. You know, it's funny. You know, I lost my laugh track tonight. I have a laugh track, and like every time I say something, and I have my audience track. You know, we do something. I can't find it. I don't know what happened. My computer's got screen wiped out. So, okay, for all of you who want to call in tonight, the phone number is 669-444-9171. You are going to win a free mug if you get in on the conversation. 669-444-9171. And when you get there, they're going to ask you for the meeting ID, 702-927-2226. 702-927-2226. Write that down. So if we have some people that want to call in, there's a lot of people on the chat. By the way, let me give you guys a shout out on the chat. We got Brian Moore, the A&R rep for Curtain Call Records.
Hi,
Brian Moore saying hi, guys. He loves you guys.
Excellent.
We have Jeff Virgil out there on the chat tonight. Give him a big round of applause. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we have Jacqueline Jolie. She's in charge of the Rock Rage Radio.
Yeah.
Everybody go see Rock Rage Radio. They are badass. And are you guys getting some radio play out there with Curtain Call? Okay. Fantastic.
Also,
Yeah.
my mom just texted me and said, I am not calling in. So
Patricia, call in.
That's hilarious. You know, I really miss all the sound effects, but do you guys miss them at all, or is it okay that I don't do that?
Oh, it's good.
That's good. Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
not like a game show host or anything. You know, I really want to get the conversation. I want to know what you guys are, what drives you guys. Oh, and one of the things I want to ask is give me a highlight. Now, every one of you have done something in your music career. I have a couple highlights. I could think of maybe two really big ones. But give me a highlight in your music career. Could be on stage with one of your favorite. And who would you like to play with? I'm going to start with you, Tom.
Okay.
Tommy, tell me what was the highlight?
I think one of the highlights that I had was going out to LA when A&M Records was still around. You remember that, Dean?
I remember A&M.
We went out there on a production deal with another band, and that was just phenomenal because me and my buddy and everything, and we came over from Scotland, and you know, to go to LA.
Oh, Scotland.
Mind-blowing.
Yeah.
We kind of flew in at night. You know, so you know that night scene when you fly into LA, it's like Blade Runner.
It's incredible. It's incredible.
Yeah, from end to end, just all lights and just getting to LA. It was phenomenal. Recording with Robert De La Garza from A&M Records.
Oh, nice. You ever been up, hung out in Hollywood? And I don't know how I ended up there. I was in Capitol Records.
Yeah.
Anyway, Hollywood is the Mecca, right? And that's like Nashville is to country.
Yeah, it was at that time, Dean. Yeah.
It was at that time, but I don't know if it is today. I don't know if that's where people run to. You know, they go to Nashville. Nashville's big again. Always has been. They go to New York, Nashville, and around the world. But yeah, Hollywood, man, you know, it had its day.
Yeah. You know, it's building around here too. We noticed, I mean, the crowd at Bike Week last week was just great.
Oh, good.
Rock Rage put on a great stage set and everything. It was wonderful. We had a great time.
Rock Rage Radio is really doing a lot for their bands, from what I understand. You know, they got 500,000 viewers or listeners or more. You know, and a little podcast show like this, you know, it'll be seen by a lot of people. You know, I've got about, I don't know, I'm registering about 90,000 views on the shows, but I have a lot of things going on. So that's accumulative, right? Mm-hmm. But you guys, I'll do a bunch of shorts on you. I'll do a lot of promotions. So a lot of people are going to see clips of this on Instagram, TikTok, and what's the other one? YouTube.
Very cool.
So I do a lot of shorts and stuff. So I do a lot of promo, and I hope you guys don't mind. I'm gonna push you guys out there, and people are gonna see little clips of you guys talking about maybe your favorite guitar or this and that. But and I want to shift over to Hannah, the singer. Hannah, any vocal training? Do you have any formal vocal training? Because your voice is incredible, and I just want people to know, where did that voice come from?
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate it very much. No, I really no formal any kind of anything. Everything that I know, I have taught myself from watching a million YouTube videos. I'm really a secret Broadway nerd. So that was like my first love of music. I competed in like state singing competitions when I was younger. All Broadway stuff, and kind of
that's amazing.
And watching those performers, that's kind of where I
but you know
technique from.
But where do you get that? Your voice has a unique growl and intensity, and it's I don't know how to explain it, but it's very unique, and I'm sure record companies love that because you can't really put a finger on it. I know you did some Heart. I heard you singing some Ann Wilson, but I got to tell you, I like your stuff better.
Thank you.
Absolutely. No, because it's your voice. It's not Ann Wilson. And yes, you can hit all the notes, and yes, you can do all that stuff. But if I had to pick, I would pick one of your originals.
Thank you, Dean. That's so
Well, I think everybody would agree with me, right, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You got to see her live too, Dean. I mean, she's phenomenal. Hannah does such a great job. I mean, you know.
I listened to some live videos, and I think they were actually live, correct?
Yeah. There's a lot of them that are from the show we did in Orlando back. Yeah, those are all live. Those are definitely live.
So having a singer, unlike 80% of the talent or bands out there that really can't go on stage and hit the album live, right? And I know that I'm the kind of singer that if I go out on live on stage, I want to sound like the album.
Right.
I want to sound, I do not want to play a backing track or cut my notes short or sing other notes in place of other notes. I want to go out there and I want to hit it like I fucking hit it in the studio.
Right.
And how many musicians can you say that about? And I'm talking about singers mainly.
Right.
Not many. A bass player can come out there and nail his bass lines. But for a vocalist to come out and nail those notes like she's doing live is incredible. It's amazing, guys. You guys hit a home run with Hannah over there.
And it's consistent. You know, it's every show, every song is consistent.
Yeah. He's right. Ray's right.
And I like the fact that she's actually a little bit humble over there, you know?
She's very humble, yeah.
And in the beginning, we worked our ass off. You know, we used to rehearse twice a week, and then we would rehearse before a gig, and we were playing back then 100 shows a year, and it was consistent. And you know, we've never been that band that drank on stage. We've never been that band.
Right.
We've always been clear. We always went to work.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And we've never been late. You know, we start on time. We're not that. You hire us, you get a full whatever, 3 hours, 2 hours, 1 hour, 4 hours. You know, you get that every time.
You get 110 or 150%.
We leave it all on the field.
Leave it all on the table. And I agree 100% with you guys. And that's what makes you guys so good. The fact that you have that mentality or that drive or that character built into you. You're true musicians. You're true artists. And I got to tell you that I've interviewed quite a few bands now. And of course I played with a lot of bands. And there was a lot that I thought would never make it. I think Poison was one of them. And when I was playing with Poison, I looked down and I said, these kids might make it one day. I don't know. But they weren't that good. But they looked good. They had choreography. And the chicks really loved them. You know what I'm saying? So Poison, I looked at my bass player. You know, I was sitting there in an audience of 7 girls in the front row. And I was headlining the show. And I go, Mark, these kids are going to make it. I watch what happens. He says, there's no way these guys are going to make it. I go, yeah, no, they are. See those 7 girls in the front row? He goes, yeah. I go, see how they're screaming and yelling and crying? Yeah, that's going to be a worldwide audience one day. And God forbid, you know, these guys are going to make it. And I'm watching the Joan Rivers show, right? 2 weeks after this gig. It's 2:00 in the morning or whatever. It was a late night show. Joan Rivers says, I got this band. They're out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, or wherever they're from. And she says they have lipstick and they have hair that's up to here with hairspray, and they're called Poison. They come out on stage and I go, you got to be fucking kidding me. I just played with these guys 2 weeks ago and they're on the Joan Rivers show.
Yeah.
Hey guys, we have a caller. Hey, what do you know? We have a caller.
Hey.
All right. So where's the 530 area code?
Ooh, good question. Ray, where that is?
530, anybody? Okay, I'm going to bring them in, guys. I'm going to go in gallery so hopefully I don't see any phone numbers show up on this. Are you guys ready for some questions from the audience? Are you ready?
You better be easy questions.
All right. Who do we have calling into the show? What's your name?
This is Jeff Virgil, Dean.
Ooh,
Jeff Virgil. Hey, long time. No,
how you doing, brother?
He's an old Dean Vaughn Music Podcast show listener. Aww. How you liking the band tonight? How you liking them?
Hey, they're rock. I don't care. They can call themselves Southern rock, but they're rock all the way. She has one of the best voices I've ever heard in my life. I can't even think of a singer that sounds like her.
Oh,
thank you so much.
And everyone else in the band is awesome, except for the keyboardist because he didn't show up.
Well, he's playing another gig tonight.
You guys need to come out to Las Vegas because I'll make a trip from where I live to come down and see you.
Ah, cool.
All right.
I'm being serious. I'll bring a whole tribe down there.
Hey, Jeff, I'll tell you what, I'll stay in touch with you because if they play out here, we're going down to watch them for sure. I'm going to talk to Vamps for you guys. I know the guys down at Vamps.
Oh, cool. Danny's.
And yeah, And I'm going to see if they got you on their roster, if they want you guys to come down.
That would be fun.
And if you guys, that would be awesome.
Yeah. I might even take a trip out to Florida. I'll get on your guys'
Website.
mailing stuff and check out where you guys are going to be.
I thought he was getting on the bus.
Jeff,
Oh
Jeff, go to their website,
Hey.
greymusic.com, Greye.
Yes, I got that. I got
Okay.
it written down already.
Okay.
Thanks, Dean.
Yeah.
Be good, brother.
Hey, Jeff, do me a favor. Send me your address so I can send you that free mug you just won.
Ooh.
Okay.
It's the
I will. Do you want me to send it to Lois or to you?
Send it to Lois. She can write it down.
Okay. Okay. Sounds good, Dean.
Any other questions for the band?
I would like to add, Jeff, if you send your, Dean, if you have the address, Jeff, we'll send you a care package too. So if we can get the address from you.
Nice. Thanks, guys.
Yeah. Because I'll, hey, I just got my VA, $4,600. So I got some money to travel.
Nice.
Jeff, I got an RV you can stay in while you're out here in Vegas. It's out in front.
Okay.
So come out and stay in the RV and come down and we'll keep an eye on the Greye, and when they come out to Vegas, I'm going to keep a close eye on them, and we'll go down. We'll go down together. We'll go down there and watch them.
Oh yeah, heck yeah. My daughter lives in Hawthorne, so it's just a short little trip from there.
Thanks, Jeff. And you're on chat tonight as well. I see you on chat.
All right, brother. Good talking to you. Tell Lois hello.
Say bye, guys.
Good job, guys. You rock.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jeff. Have a good night, brother.
Take care, Jeff.
Bye.
Let's see. That's what I mean. I love the call-ins. It's really cool. One time I got a call-in from a fan. It was like 10 years ago. They go, I haven't seen you guys in 10 years. And they caught the podcast show somehow. And they kind of reunited right there on the show.
Aw,
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool.
He said, man, and then they hooked up and he said, meet me over here and we're going to go hang out and party. But guys, I just want to thank you guys for joining the show. It's we're heading towards about 7:16 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. What time is it out there?
10:17.
10:17. All right, guys, I just want to thank you guys. Is there anything you want to say to your audience before we take off?
You want to?
Well, Dean, obviously a huge thank you to you for having us. This has been
Definitely.
fun. I
Thank
hope
you.
that we get to, well, I'm not going to say I hope, we will, I'm sure, see each other in person at some point in the future. But just a huge, huge, huge thank you to everyone who made our bike week so awesome. It was the best year ever for us. 12, almost 13 years of being together. It was the best bike week we've ever had. It was great.
And now Bike Week is where exactly?
That's here in Florida.
Okay, so
Daytona.
Daytona.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing you guys got a lot of fans out there.
It was an awesome year. And also, as she's recuperating, special thank you to our manager, Karen. We love you.
Hi, Karen.
Put all this together. So thank you.
We're sending our prayers to Karen and Godspeed. Get better. It's no fun being sick and it's no fun being hurt.
No.
And especially when you have things to do like us.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, let's go to Vegas, guys. I would love to go out to Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey,
Excited.
Ray's been thinking about Vegas ever since we mentioned it, man. I
Yeah,
can
he
see it in his
has.
eyes. I can see it
Yeah.
in his eyes. Tommy, I want to see you out here in Vegas as well.
Yeah, man. I'll be out there in a second, in a heartbeat. Love to meet up with you, Dean.
Yeah, and if you guys if you get a gig, let me know. I want to announce you guys. I'll come out on stage and get everyone fired up.
That would be awesome.
We'll talk to Mr. Coker, or however you say his last name. That would be so much fun to play Vamps.
Oh yeah, and I went down there. I want to call up my friend Mark Bowles. And, I interviewed Mark Bowles who sang with Yngwie Malmsteen, and Mark loves Vamps. He goes down there. He's such a celebrity down here in Las Vegas, and he travels the world. He's done over 60 albums, but and I've got a chance. I was a singer in a rock band for a long time, but I would have never met you guys if I was just a singer in a rock band.
Sure.
Right.
And by becoming a podcast show host, I find that I'm meeting a lot of people that I probably bumped into, maybe in LA, and I found that I really enjoy it. I really enjoy talking to other musicians, right?
Right.
And sometimes, and I talk with all around the world, so a lot of times the musicians haven't seen each other in months. I'm like, you guys want to have a little reunion? I'll go take a break.
Yeah, we just did it last week. We opened up for Kurt Dimer, and Sammy Bowler was playing guitar, and I was like, "What the hell is Sammy? How did he get this gig?" You know,
Yeah.
I had no idea because Phil X was playing that gig, and
Oh, okay.
Sammy was there. So yeah, that was a blast. You know.
Now yeah, well, gee, that's always fun. You guys are such an explosive band. You know, I really want to check you guys out live. And there was another band I did, Stillwater Junction. They're on the Curtain Call label. They were the other Southern rock band, and I really had a good time with Stillwater. And I could see you two on a bill together.
That would be
Yeah, they're a great band.
Yeah, you know who they are, right?
Yeah.
And what a bunch of nice guys. I hung out with them for, I don't know, over an hour. And again, you know, and that's my wheelhouse, guys. That your music is my wheelhouse. And yes, I do the heavy metal stuff and I do the screaming and all that, the thrash and all that. And I dig it. There's great musicianship, but you know, it's not really my wheelhouse. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'll listen to it. I'm listening to the bass parts and the drum parts and the extreme talent that these kids have. But you know, I'm not really, I got to be honest with you. I'm not into the whole growling thing and the screaming and I can't even understand what someone's saying or what notes they're hitting. But I understand that's a thing. That is a thing. Sure. And that's what, and they have an audience, and it's in, you know, there's a niche for everybody. There's an audience for everybody. But I got to tell you, Southern rock has a huge audience, huge, maybe as big as country, right? Because we know country's huge and pop's huge, but Southern rock, I don't know. I'm not going to say it's coming back, but it is. You know, that sound that Hannah's bringing to the table vocally, and your musicianship and your writing is back. I'm not going to say it's coming back. It's back.
Right.
And I think that people are grabbing a hold of it. And I hope that the young kids listen more to what you guys are putting out, because they need to be educated. Because they kind of, you know, look what happened in the 20s, you know, the young kids growing up, they kind of miss that.
Yeah.
They miss growing up with that talent that came out in the late 60s, 70s, and the 80s, even 80s.
A lot of the stuff we've written has those roots in it. People say, I don't know why I like it. Well, it's because we didn't reinvent the wheel. Everything in the 70s worked, 80s worked.
Right.
Just repackaged it, you know?
Yeah.
You know,
and you got the BB King and some of the blues stuff that came out.
All this stuff, you know, it's like that. We have a song called Underdog, and it really sums up everything about this band, because we're always the band that nobody can, they always say, well, what do you sound like? I said, fuck, I don't know what we sound like. You tell me. That's
a good thing. When you could sound that good and not put your finger on it right away. Yeah, I'm sure if you listen to you long enough, you'll put your finger on something. But if you can't, you're not copying anybody. You guys are original. And this was that song you talked about earlier you wanted to play, Losing My Mind. Who said they liked that song? Was it you? I'm going to play it. Just one more time. Here we go.
Am I coming undone? Bang, bang, shutting me down right where I stand. Look, tried every trick that's in the book. Tears, another chance I must have missed. You tell me what else can I do? Just to tip it Am I getting this right? Or am I losing my mind? Oh, when I sing it loudly. When I cry, I do it proudly. And the whole world thinks I'm doing fine. Well, baby, I'm losing my mind. Yeah, when I sing it loudly. When I cry, I do it proudly. And the whole world thinks I'm doing fine. Well, baby, I'm losing my mind. Baby, I'm losing my mind. Baby, I'm losing my mind.
Yeah, that's all. There you go.
I gotta say that's incredible, guys. That's incredible shit right there. And I'm not even joking.
Get your slide on that one, Dean.
The slide, oh yeah. No, the guitar tone you got on that right there. The guitar tone I'm hearing is like this MIDI, this rich MIDI, and I can like the humbuckers, that sound.
Yeah.
It's just cutting through. Not because it's high or low, but it's cutting through at the mid. And the vocals are out of control. Your range is just, you go up high and you just hit it so clean. You hit it so clean. And I back in the 80s, I was a screamer, man, but I wasn't anything like that. And you are an extremely talented vocalist.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I know. I don't want to make you cry or anything.
I'll make her cry.
And look at you two. Now you two must work together a little bit, right? You're writing songs together? You two?
Us too.
Yeah.
No, never.
You never write together?
Never.
I used to play with a bass player and a drummer, and they were brothers.
Yeah.
And they grew up together. And that was the best bass and drum team I've ever played with.
Right.
Probably because they grew up together. They were joined at the hips. When you're in the same room and you live with someone and you guys, if that's what you do, write songs together, wow, look at how much time you have. You probably take it to bed with you sometimes, right?
Yeah, fortunately, we all play so often together that usually one of us will have a pretty cool idea, and then we bring it in, and then everybody gravitates, and like it organically comes together usually, which is awesome. That's
Organic is a good word in today's era because we have AI, we have a lot of fake drums, and we have a lot of fake sounds that we're hearing even on the radio. So going back to being organic is a good thing.
right.
When you go into a studio, even the engineers today have all the outboard gear.
It's like cheating.
It's like cheating.
Yeah.
No, I know you're right, Tommy, and Ray. But the
We're both
music,
the back line, so we're interchangeable.
you're not interchangeable. You are key, and I'm listening to everything, guys. I'm listening to the bass and that signature drum sound. The bass, everything is mixed very well. Do you guys farm it out? Do you send it out to a mixing company or an engineer? Do you have a guy? Do you have a guy?
We got a guy named Brian Reeves. Brian Reeves is he did all of the Billy Idol stuff, and he did a bunch of the U2 stuff, and he's worked with us since we went out to Muscle Shoals to record in I think
Nice.
15, and I didn't want to mix it. I had a studio for years. I didn't want to mix anymore. I needed to have somebody be detached from it.
Right.
So we threw it out there, and Brian has been really he's been a big plus with us as far as giving us some direction. That's why progressively, since we've been working with Brian, the music's more palatable. It's more it's concise. It's 3 minutes and 30 seconds. There's no long intros. The audience can hear us right away. You're not waiting for anything. We're not taking anything for granted. We try to give them the best right away.
And that's in this music environment, you got to hit them fast. You got to hit them hard, and you got to give them the hook, man, right off the bat, right? And I think your hook, not so much musically, but when Hannah starts singing, that's where it grabbed me. I started listening more. So get her in there as quick as you can. Don't do Stairway to Heaven in a 7-minute intro.
Yeah.
That's not going to work. Today, people have a very low, or is it high? A very short tension.
Yeah.
And the A&R reps back in the 80s, I remember I used to do a lot of showcases, and the A&R rep would say, okay, whatever you're going to bring to the A&R showcase, make sure they hear the hook within the first 7 to 10 seconds. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. How am I going to get to the hook that fast?
Right.
And I started writing songs where it just started off, with me singing and me hitting the hook and then going right into the chorus or whatever I had to do. But, that was more for demo purpose, more for A&R rep purpose. But, and then of course, but back, it was harder to make it back then. But of course the money was there. The album sales were there. You made more money in your pocket.
Right.
And now in the 80s and 90s with the digital technology era, we lose a lot of money because there's so much online streaming going on with the Spotify, Pandora, iHeartRadio. But the silver lining in that is we can reach, like tonight, I'm going to reach 105 countries with the podcast show. I could have never done that in the 80s. In fact, it was just hard to get someone down the street to listen to me play, let alone 105 countries. So the silver lining and having your music out there streaming is, of course, it's not the money, but it is the reach that you guys have. Mm-hmm. And hopefully you can build a tour behind that and get out there and play. And that is the silver lining. But I always tell the young bands, don't count on that for the money. If you plan on making money in this business, you're not going to make it there.
No.
You got to have your own merch. You got to have your vinyl. You got to have your CDs. You got to have your T-shirts, your merch, and push that, and sell it at your live shows, right? I mean, the big bands are doing it and the little bands are doing it. We're all doing it.
Right. Because
there is no money coming out of the record stores today, and you know that.
Oh.
There's no more Tower Records.
Right.
Licorice Pizza. You remember Rhino Records?
Rhino.
Best Tower.
I'm name dropping.
All the Virgin stores are gone.
The Virgin stores are all fucking gone.
Yeah.
It's very sad. It's very sad. And what's happening is vinyl's coming back. Isn't that kind of ironic? Because you know why? Because the kids don't have anything to touch. They're listening to this band and go, who are these guys? They sound great. I want to know more about them. Well, they want to read the lyrics. They want to see the pictures. They want to touch the album. They want to have it in their collection, right? That's built in, man. That's not just for us old guys.
When you got an album, it was an event. You took it apart, you opened it up, It
was a fucking event.
And then you use the album to, de-seed your weed,
Yeah.
We did it.
You understand what I'm saying. And I think that the young kids are getting it, right? They're getting that. They want the album. They want the album, man. And I have 3 singles that I've done, and they're old singles and they're vinyl and whatever. But today's vinyl, they got like 45 gauge fluorescent green albums. They're like this thick. They're, it's like, what do you call it? Not fashion vinyl, but a customized vinyl with the sleeve and the whole article. And they'll sell it for $20-$30 and people will buy them all day long.
Yeah.
And this whole thing about clicking on a button and listening to a song doesn't quite do it for me. And I don't think it does it for the young kids either. But listen, guys, I've talked long enough. I want to let you guys go. I know it's late out there. And Hannah, I hope you guys get better and get over that cold.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And Ray, is really good to hear some of your insight. Going back to Tommy. Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Thanks,
you guys are badass, and just keep on going. Don't ever quit, and stay together. Stay together.
Man, we're doomed together. So that's the easy part.
Good night, and thanks for doing the show tonight, you guys. You guys are awesome.
Thank you for having us.
Appreciate that, brother. Good to see you.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm going to play a little video. It's your song, and give the audience a little taste of your music on the way out. And again, I want to thank you guys for joining me tonight. And you guys are true professionals. So thank you and good night.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dean.
Thank you.
You got it. You got it.
Well, I hate to break this to you. Nothing here is free. Everything we do, we earn. Everyone plays for keeps.